Hello and welcome back to Resident Evil 7, where today we have a boat to explore. A ship, even. We are going to load an autosave because I needed to. Alright. I have no health. Okay, that's an herb. What I really need is a chem fluid or a first aid met. Like, an herb is nice and all, but there are better heals than that. Hey there, Outlander. Yeah, you don't often see machine guns like this one in video games. It's fascinating. So, if memory serves, there's going to be a whole horde of enemies coming at us in this room. So let's go ahead and put that there. I think X is square. If there is going to be a whole horde of enemies coming at us in that room, it is. Not happening right now. Maybe I should go back and grab that remote bomb. Oh! Thank you. Not even enough for a full heal, but boy does it feel better. I'm gonna grab that remote bomb back. Just to get this detonate prompt off my screen. Yeah, you'll actually find that most video game machine guns fire a lot slower than their real-life counterparts. It's just... It would be kind of broken if video game machine guns fired as fast as the real ones. Video game weapons also tend to have more kick than real ones. Like, for example... There's a corrosive lock there that we can't get to because there's stuff in the way. But, for example, like... the, rocket launcher in Resident Evil 4. It's... it's got incredible kickback, despite the fact that the weapon it's modeled off of is a recoilless weapon.
Are you mad at me, Mom?
No, Evie, I'm not mad. Wait, what did you call me?
I don't want to live at the lab anymore. I want a house, and I want you to be my mommy.
Okay, Evie. I'll be your mommy. Just come back with me. Right now. Okay? Where are you, Evie?
Oh, hi, Evie.
Evie, wait!
Who sounded the alarm?
Did you find her?
Yes, but she ran off. She's making more friends, Alan. Those things are everywhere.
I told you so.
Are you okay?
You just worry about getting Evelyn back.
Okay, so I did probably remember correctly. Yes. Yes, I did. It's not the weapon I wanted to use. Hey there, Drigrit. Okay, I remember there being more than just two. Like, I remember there being a fat guy here. Maybe that's when Ethan visits. Okay, spent one corrosive for some ammo and some bombs. Not bad. Love to find another chem fluid. Oh, also we got our corrosive back, so that's another thing we spent it for. Oh, I got their legs. I think Lefty there is dead, but Righty is not quite done yet. Now he is. Evie, you could have held the door. Like, if you wanted to go be a family with me, why are you running away, huh?
Emergency safety lockdown system has been engaged.
Not gonna lie, if I'm in a stopped elevator that's partway between floors, I would much rather try and go through the ceiling hatch even though they've darkened it to make it invisible, than try and climb out like this unless I have an absolute guarantee that the elevator will not fall and bisect me. These smoke effects are surprisingly thick. And yet they vanish when we get close enough. Oh, this is where we started. Evie's upstairs.
Alan? Alan, where the hell are you?
And this is blocked off, so no going that way. Feels like this should be openable. But I guess it does have a keyhole. Okay, 2 remote bombs. Not the best thing I could have found in a corrosive locked box. Popped his head right before he hit me. But I am running dangerously low on ammo. That's still locked from the other side. Guess we're spending our last corrosive. More remote bombs. Don't mind having an extra herb that I missed on my first time in here. Wish there was a chem fluid. Because herbs by themselves are not that useful. I missed out on some supplements, but those are also not useful by themselves. Oh, hello. There's something I wish I found way earlier. Could have combined it with some supplements to probably help myself find 1 million more chem fluids hidden all around. You gotta be kidding me. Here, you can have that. Oh, there's more of you, huh? Well, now there aren't. Just making sure there's no chem fluids hidden on or behind things. Well, we've been told Evie's upstairs. So upstairs is where we go. But first we look downstairs, just to make sure there's no goodies. So this is a videotape we're watching. Is the implication that Mia has, like, a camera helmet that she wears at all times? Hey, look, it's the same VCR and TV we're watching this tape on. So meta. Reminds me of a time when I was still living in Japan. I watched the anime Your Name in theaters. And the theater I was watching it in was actually shown in the movie. That felt kinda surreal, watching an anime film and having the theater I am watching it in be displayed on screen. And, like, it was not a live
How did you
picture, it
get
was
here?
drawn.
She's out of control. Without the treatments, she's deteriorating.
Well, it's a good thing we're already dying.
Don't say that.
She trusts you. That little bitch, she never trusted. Okay, wait. Evie, no, Evie, Evie!
Alan,
I didn't mean
listen.
to call you that.
She's
Evie, I
trying
didn't
to
mean- I
take
didn't mean-
control. You have to fight her. Evelyn, stop! Stop right now!
Don't touch me, don't!
Nasty. I'm ready for him. You know, Mia, it'd be cool if you had a flashlight to use.
Ethan. You were right. I did lie to you. I shouldn't have. All I can say is that if you get this, stay away. Forget that you ever knew me. Have a good life.
Yeah, that didn't work out so well, did it? Also, I don't remember hearing this klaxon in the background when watching that video in the start of the game. Oh, what a delight.
We'll be together forever.
And off to a pre-rendered cutscene. You don't see pre-rendered stuff that often in Resident Evil games anymore.
Now do you remember?
Yes, Evelyn. I remember.
Can we be a family like before?
No, Evie. We can't be a family. We were never a family. We will never be a family.
Then I I don't need you anymore.
Well then. Hey, look, it's a save that I'm allowed to use. Oh yeah, I guess RE2 Remake did have its pre-rendered intro, but still, you don't get pre-rendered stuff that often in Resident Evils these days. E-Neck Tox N. Dester C. Any Subj Ed. E.S. Biodel. UE. Only Sal of Assets. T. Must first be before dot. Do this, placing a sample into the Necker Zin container. Alright, thanks for the info. Okay, so we can go in here and up there. Alright, we got no weapons of any sort, though we do at least have that. Laptop's gone. Oh, never mind, it's just on the floor. See, Mia's got a flashlight now. Ooh, more chem fluid. We love chem fluid. Ammo for a gun I don't have. A locked box that I cannot open. Oh, this door got de-corroded and needs to have its lock re-corroded to open. I see. Yeah, can't open that by hand. So, up we go. This is where it happened. The one place that I got an actual jump scare that elicited a response from me while playing the game in VR. Right here. I'm looking at the spot. A four-legged molded dropped down from the ceiling, startled me, made me shout no, and immediately blast it with a shotgun.
Maybe it still works. Ethan. I hope I make it in time. Okay. Bottom level.
Liar!
Stop it, Evelyn! Fucking hallucinations. Where is she?
Somewhere, I'm sure. Probably sitting in her chair, honestly. We got some gunpowder. Usually the leftmost drawer on these green tables is openable, but I guess this one's different. If only I had a knife and not just a remote bomb. Heck, I'd even take a gun. Just something other than a remote bomb to kill this guy. Hey there, Jakes. Oh, 2 remote bombs. It's better than nothing. And yet, not as good as what I would like. Now see, that wouldn't be so bad. But no, instead we only get a lug wrench and a ship map. You know, this lug wrench is big and hefty. I bet if we grabbed it from like this end and used it to... Did the screen just flash for some reason? Yeah, I bet if we grabbed it from this end and used it to as a bludgeoning weapon, we could bash open this chain link stuff and get at the gun. Just saying, Mia. Just making sure that we can't... Okay, yeah, we had to drop down from there in order to get down there, which means we do have to drop down here. It's just... It's a long way. I wouldn't want to hurt my knees like this. Lewis, the cable is completely fried. We had a replacement, but we had to use it to fix something in the 3rd floor sickbay. You're gonna have to go ask Dr. Waddle for it. I'm needed down in the number 2 engine room, but I can't get down there unless we get this thing working. Twain. So we gotta get this thing working, which means we need a cable and a fuse. We can go up or down. Let's start with up. Oh, baby. Now we can actually go kill bobbleheads. Be a good molded and just stand there, will ya? Okay, yep, that's the same file we've read before. Got ammo for a gun we don't have. Got a corrosive. So a knife... I was going to say a knife would technically be enough to kill that molded, but I guess not anymore. Because he is gone. So this door was locked from this side, huh? So we can use a corrosive to get into the rec room. Or we can use it to get out of the control room. Also, apparently our map of the ship does not show what's past the control room. That's kind of weird. It's not exactly a complete map now, is it? Where I guess it does. It takes us to the shaft and then the sick bay and the shower room. Weird things to have past the control room. Normally you'd want a sick bay to be, like, closer to the living spaces. You certainly wouldn't want to parade all the sick people through the control room. That just seems like a recipe for badness. I heard someone. Dang it. I wanted to get through here so that I could kill that bobblehead. I think I want to get into the rec room with my corrosive. Something tells me there's a molded like right there. Would have been able to detect it sooner had Mia used her flashlight. I hear molded all over. And I honestly don't like that fact. Just gotta dance around it. Okay, maybe that doesn't work so perfectly. Well, we got him. Took one bite, but we got him. Okay, there's a ladder up. Remote bombs are cool and all, but there's another bobblehead that I can't reach. Mia, throw your knife. Jump. Ooh. So all of the corrosive safes we opened, 16 years since the Nightmare of Raccoon City, the survivors are still suffering. It's kind of surprising that there are still survivors to suffer other than Leon, Chris, well, I guess it's just Leon and Jill and Claire and Sherry. But yeah, I guess there's survivors other than those, despite the fact that it was nuked. Yeah, all the corrosive safes we opened in the video are still open. But maybe they just are all open anyway, regardless of whether you open them in the video? That's also a possibility. Okay, we've got one corrosive. We could use it to get in here. Do we want to? I guess, even though the rec room sounds more fun. Okay, we wanted to get this. This was the right call. And we got a strong chem fluid, which ain't half bad. But no additional corrosives. It wouldn't surprise me if every corrosive led to either another corrosive or the captain's key. Like, it wouldn't be surprising at all if every single corrosive, they just put the captain's key behind the first one you use. Because this franchise has done things like that before. I don't have anything to put away. Let's get back to the captain's cabin. And grab a gun. I literally died to that. Okay. Did it? Where did it put me back to? What do I have? I still have the key. Okay. So it's just before we climbed this ladder. You know, I've been trying to get distance before blowing up my remote bombs. I'm starting to think maybe I don't have to. Like, maybe they just can't harm us. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay, and now we've got a gun and remote bombs. Okay, yeah, we don't have to get any distance whatsoever. Good to know. Now to go get that little bobble-headed bastard. Okay, let's hop out and use our lockpick in the control room. Not the most exciting thing to get, but I guess it's there. So the map suggests that I just haven't opened this door yet, but it's not openable. Make it red, map. Stop being misleading. Okay, we can cut across now and... Sounds like there's some molded in the break room. But I can go ahead and kill the bobblehead in here now. a sec. There we go. Had to hide that spammer. So, knowing that I don't have to get distance for remote bombs makes them far more useful. Just put them directly under an enemy's feet and boom. And hey, look. This door's not all covered in mold anymore. Nothing on the seats. Okay, we got an herb. Oh. Okay, we need... Yep. And red on bottom. A trio of corrosives. Not bad. So now we can head on down to the rec room. But I also kind of want to go past the control room. We know we have to go to the sickbay, but I remember the sickbay being terrible. So let's go elsewhere first to load up for it. That seems smart. So I guess to the stairs. I should drop a save first, because we're about to go into quadruped molded territory. Mia, I can tell from the shadow that you do not have that stock against your shoulder. You should really have that in the correct position at all times. Like this. This is how you're supposed to walk around with it. Oh, now she's got her flashlight out. Wow, the door just slams shut as soon as you take the fuse, huh? That's not how doors work. Another one. But he's not looking this way. Take that. Hello, great idea. So we just step on the guy, huh? It's a little rude, Mia. It's too late for us, but at least I can let the world know what happened here. I was on night shift yesterday, so I was taking a nap in the bunk room around noon. I was half asleep and I heard a kid, a little girl, laughing. Or was that all in my head? I woke up at 1930. There was some sort of ruckus in the passageway. Drew, one of the engineers, came in and said there was something going on down below, maybe a riot. He looked pale in the face. He told me he was going down to check it out, but he never came back. It must have been around 1950 when I heard the scream. I went to the laundry room to check and saw Clark being eaten by some sort of blackish monster. The monster turned and started coming towards me, huge shark-like teeth snapping in its jaw. I just screamed like a little girl and ran for it. Now I'm huddled up in the bunk room, shaking as I write this. There's a whole host of those creatures lurking in the passageways now. I can still hear screams now and then, but there's no way I'm going out there now. And that's it. I've written everything I know. Giovanni Finetti. You've seen that name before. Was he in the list of people that the Bakers had done things to? Maybe. Or maybe he was in a list of the crew on this ship. That's what it was. Okay, so we can pick up and look at a life jacket that apparently can't be put on because there's just a solid bottom to it. Wow, this place needs to get life jackets that are actually wearable. No wonder it's just sitting here on the floor discarded. Dear Janet, how's it going? I guess half a year or so will have passed by the time you get this letter. Life is so boring here, day after day, just the same old sea. Although there is one thing that's different this time. We have some passengers, or one thing that's different. This time we have some passengers sailing with us, which hardly ever happens. It's a couple with a little girl. I think they're distant relatives of the captain. Imagine, traveling on a tanker instead of a passenger ship. They must be hard up. I tried talking to the little girl earlier, and her dad shot me this nasty look. What's he so worried about? Now that I think about it, the captain said he didn't even have any relatives. Maybe I'm overthinking this. I miss you. Love, Jim. Unfortunately, things didn't turn out well for old Jim. Ooh, our inventory is a little full. Our inventory is no longer a little full. And we even got a corrosive back. This should be openable. Sure, it's not resting flat, but there's nothing that would prevent me from opening this door. Okay, so This door to the laundry room we have not yet opened. Put a fuse here. I don't know what that accomplishes, but we can do it. Oh, wait, this is where we took the fuse from originally. That's right. So, I guess now we pretty much have to go back up to the control room and use a corrosive there. Because there sure as heck ain't anything else that we're supposed to do. Might as well drop a save. Wait. I don't need to go up there. Yeah, I just need to go through here. Might as well drop another save. Wait. I'm going the wrong way. I hear molded. Sounds like they're over there. I don't think they're gonna get in from out there. Okay, so there's two ways to get to the sick bay. Either go straight left from here or go through the shower room. I imagine we can't even interact with this door. Not even to say, hey, it's blocked or locked from the other side or anything. Nope, just might as well not even be there. Might as well be a wall. Orb? So is this ship in 3 pieces, or did it run into a different ship? And what does this button do? I hear molded. But they're like through this wall. And here comes a big fella. Oh, he's done. Forgot they explode. Oh, this is what we needed. Make us specifically unscrew the two ends very slowly, just to ensure that we can't easily do that and get away while the big fella's still around. And we got another corrosive. I feel like they've given me more than we can use. Still hearing molded through there. And this door is still entirely uninteractable. I feel like that has to be a bug. At this point. Like, there's no reason that we shouldn't be able to interact with this door. Like, it should have been a locked on the other side thing, and it should have been locked from this side. But instead, it is entirely uninteractable. Oh, Mia reached for it for a moment there. Mia, can you do that again? I want this door open. It should just be a quick path out after we deal with the big fella and get the cord. It should not be an actual wall. Because, like, it's not blocked on either side. The map says it's a door. Mia's just entirely unwilling to touch it. Yep, there's definitely sounds of molded behind there, but behind there isn't a place that is playable. We just got weird things going on here, that's all. You'll note we don't have to screw the power cable in. Okay, so... where are we? We're in the elevator, so... if we go... oh, we can't go to S1, so I guess we just go down to S2. I was gonna say, if we go down to S1, we'll get to a place that's not on our map.
He's waiting.
Oh, I'm sure he is. You gonna fall down on me? No? You're just gonna crawl above me? Oh, he did try and fall down on me. Where'd your legs go? Maybe some maniac blew him up. Surely there are no leg-exploding maniacs around here. Kind of weird that using gunpowder on 10 regular handgun bullets makes fewer than 10 strong bullets, but still consumes all 10 regular bullets. There's gonna be a big fella in here, isn't there? Because I remember fighting a big fella in here. The leg exploder strikes again. Yep, remembered that. I do not like that he has reactive spray. Oh, he's done. Alright, he's gonna explode. So apparently what it takes to kill the big fellas is like 2 of these and a tiny handful of bullets from this. Anyway, we can use corrosive here. And we can use a corrosive here, because someone kindly unblocked this between when we watched the video and now. Mia, your health is fine. Why are you making all these noises? Hi, Evie. How's it going? You seen anywhere to use one more corrosive? Because I've got one more. Okay, that's weird. A door that we literally had to go through to get here is marked as gray, and gray is like doors that we have never opened.
I need you to do something.
What's that?
Ethan.
Ethan? Ethan?
Jack?
Hey, shh. I know. I'm not gonna hurt you. Hell, I never would have if I could have helped you.
What do you mean?
I'm no killer, son. Neither is Marguerite, nor my boy Lucas,
No, that one, he is.
or even Zoe here. That girl, Evelyn. She did this. What the hell is she? No, what did she do to you?
She infected us with her gift. That's what she calls it. I found her near a busted out tanker in the bayou. Everything changed after that.
So she infects you and then she takes control?
No. Not exactly, son. She just... She forces her way into your mind, your soul. You can't fight back. You are connected to her, and you can't resist the urge to... Oh, you're a different person after that.
Just like Mia. So Mia sent me that message because of Evelyn.
Listen, the girl just wants a family of her own. She's the key, all right? You find her, and you stop her. Ethan, free my family. Please.
Evelyn, stay away from him.
Why? He doesn't love you. I can make him love you.
Don't hurt him.
Silly, I told you I'm not gonna hurt him.
Don't you dare.
Or what? You're not my mommy. Remember?
Hi there.
There's no time. Here, take this.
What's this?
I won't be able to resist for much longer.
No. Mia, no. No.
Mia, can I have your guns?
I thought you loved me.
Can I have my guns? Like, both of us had a whole lot of guns. I mean, I can hear Evie saying killer, 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 but like, I don't see much reason not to. But seriously, I had a lot of guns, you had a lot of guns. Where'd all our guns go?
I'll go kill that bitch.
Why, Mia? Why?
Where'd the crowbar go? Was that made of mold too? Okay, so we can't go that way because it's locked. So I guess we gotta go this way.
Where the fuck are you?
So we're going the super non-canon route for this game. That much is very apparent. Feels like I should be able to just hop on over this. Oh, wants us to go under here. It's all my fault. What is? Well, I have escaped from the ship. So saith the achievement I just got. Look at all these dead fish. You want to talk biohazards, that's a biohazard. For reals though, where's all the stuff Mia had? Where's all the stuff I had? I'm noticing a distinct lack of stuff. Suddenly, deep water. Thankfully, there's no crocs in this water right now. I had a gun. Are they watching us from that helicopter? Probably. Who wrote that?
Alpha 1, this is Bravo 1. Do you read? This is Alpha 1. Report. Did you find anything? A thorough search of the Baker property revealed 0 survivors. Repeat, 0 survivors. We did find evidence of a skirmish. Evelyn? Negative. However, we did find several encrypted messages from the Baker's son Lucas to an unknown third party. You can probably guess who that was. That's just great. We've had reports using the abandoned mine south of the property. I'm gonna go have a look. Roger that. We'll meet you at those coordinates. If you encounter Evelyn, orders are shoot to kill. Repeat, shoot to kill.
Gee, that Alpha 1 sure sounds an awful lot like one Christopher Redfield. I've taken Mia's things. How have I taken Mia's things? Mia's things weren't even in here. What else did I tend to carry with me? I don't want to use the burner, because it's just terrible. So I guess I'll bring the machine gun and remote bombs, why not? My knife. That's a thing that I usually carry. That'll do for now. What do you want to bet? I've just missed the last two. And thus can never get that magnum. Lab, swamp, ship. part of me feels like also taking a whole bunch of standard handgun ammo. Because apparently we've got 3 stacks of 30. But I think we've got enough ammo in our other guns to not need it so much. But we can take this gunpowder and some standard handgun ammo. Combine those. And we've got enough herbs. We can afford to just use some to get up to full health. That's probably full-ish. Oh boy, burner fuel. For that burner that I definitely carry around and love to use. I used a handgun bullet to kill the bobblehead here. I could have just come out and knifed it. Also, magnum ammo for that magnum that I definitely have. I remember my first playthrough, I prioritized getting the magnum. I don't regret that. I don't regret not having done so this time. I do regret not having found 2 additional coins by now. Like, probably should have used Mia's psychostimulants on the ship. Seen if I could find anything before actually going to rescue Ethan, but... Enhanced handgun bullets are good. Oh. They're even better when you actually hit with them, though. Two hits to the dome gets these guys. Problem is they need to be hits. We are finding so much chem fluid now. We were starved of the stuff earlier. Would have been nice if that was a coin. So, Ethan, you believe it's dark enough here to use your flashlight to look inside that, but not dark enough to use your flashlight just in general? What gives, guy? There's floodlights here, and Ethan's willing to use his flashlight. Ethan, you need to learn when to use and not use a flashlight. Here's a tip. If it's hard to see, you use a flashlight. If you can see clearly, you do not use a flashlight. Simple, right? And there's gonna be a big fella in here, isn't there? Not in here, maybe in a different room. There's still one more I could have used. Could have saved myself one whole bullet. Yep. Sorry, didn't realize you were still alive. Not anymore, though. Or maybe you still are somehow. That guy took 2 shotgun shells and 2 enhanced bullets. This only took 2 shotgun shells. Why was that tankier than that? It's not how it's supposed to be, game. See, they're only supposed to take 2 of these handgun bullets, not shotgun shells and handgun bullets. And time for these rocks to go for a ride. Also, apparently there's a dead end over there that I need to go check. Boy, more Magnum ammo for a Magnum that I definitely own. I am already out of additional handgun bullet pluses. Hopefully there's an item box nearby that I can use to get a bunch of regular handgun ammo. Can't squeeze past the cart and see if there's anything over there, huh? Ah, I remember this room. I don't know that we can squeeze under this. Right. We're in Lucas territory. I need to not trust boxes. Sent Friday, January 16th, 2015, 12:42 a.m. Thanks to you guys, it's been about a week since my head's been clear and back to normal, and she still thinks she's got me. You guys really need to work on fixing that. Not only does she look like a little kid, but she's about as stupid as one too. Mom and Dad are still totally under, though. I was wondering, is this whole family obsession something you guys programmed into her? It's kind of fucked up. Friday, November 4th, 2015. Okay, so Lucas has been free and clear for a good 10 months. November 4th, 2015, 2:10 a.m. That bitch Mia is still somewhere in between Evie La La Land and reality. She gets pretty violent, so I locked her up in a cell. I thought maybe Evelyn would get mad since Mia's her favorite and all, but she doesn't seem to care. She actually goes and visits her sometimes. She thinks Mia's her mommy. Like I said, your bioweapon is fucked up. Friday, September 1st, 2016. Okay, he's been free and clear for like 2 years. Evelyn's family obsession is getting out of hand. She's making everyone kidnap more and more assholes off the street and add to her freak show of a family. Maybe she's getting tired of Mia not coming around, but it's a pain in the ass for me because I gotta clean up the mess whenever someone new comes along. By the way, Evie's looking sick or something. Her skin is getting all wrinkly and she's getting gray hairs. Is that supposed to happen? It's almost like she's getting old all of a sudden. So yeah, Lucas has been his own man for over a year at this point. For like 2 years. And he is still being Lucas, so, yeah, Jack, when you say your son Lucas isn't a killer, reconsider. Also, this is clearly the way we're supposed to go, so I'm gonna go back and, grab that box, if nothing else. Boy, that sure was worth it, getting me some burner fuel that I both love and care about. Infection report. This report details the symptoms that appear when the bacterium that grows, hereafter referred to as mold, that grows inside of the E-Series infects a human. Be sure to read this document thoroughly before dealing with E-Series weaponized assets. Initial infection. The mold ingests nutrients from the subject's body to propagate itself, and slowly takes over cells within the body. As a side effect of this, the infected subject gains remarkable regenerative abilities. During experiments, we removed arms and legs from test subjects and found that they were able to coapt the amputated limbs in a matter of minutes. Mid-stage infection. Once the mold reaches the brain, the subject's thoughts become in tune with those of the E-Series asset. The subject starts to hear things and experience hallucinations, and soon comes under complete control of the E-Series asset. If this state continues, the host will lose all sense of ego. Complete infection. After every cell in the body has been taken over by the mold, the subject begins to lose their human form. Physical mutations differ from case to case, but all result in him or her acquiring incredible physical strength. Containing a subject at this stage would be extremely difficult. So you say that infected subjects are able to reattach their lost limbs in a matter of minutes, huh? Lost limbs like, say, a left hand that has been severed and stapled back on and doused with some juice. E-necrotoxin, E-Series dosage test. 10 minutes after dose, death. 5 minutes after dose, vomiting. 12 minutes after dose, cell calcification. E-necrotoxin destroys cells of any subject based on the E-Series bioweapon model. Use only for disposal of E-Series assets. The toxin must first be stimulated before use. Do this by placing a sample of an E-Series' cells into the necrotoxin container. Well, gee, we've got one of those. It's a good thing this watch is first aid med proof. This is confidential. And also confidential in reverse. Note that it is not confidential, it is confidential. That's for when you've got tooth secrets, right? Yeah, that stamp, it's missing an I between the T and the A. It is confidential. This project was instigated in 2000 as one of several concepts for the company's NextBAS, Next Generation Experimental Battlefield Superiority Initiative, working with technical assistance from HCF to develop a bioweapon for neutralizing combatants en masse with minimal direct contact. NextBAS was later folded and all its assets diverted to this project. What makes this project markedly different from conventional weapons is its ability to turn enemy combatants into allies, converting hostile elements into willing servants. Since this effectively eliminates the costs of not only POW handling, but also combat itself, it's no wonder we had the Beep and even Beep's Beep organization chomping at the bit to get on board. The project would never have existed were it not for the discovery in Beep of Beep, the remarkably progressed vicariant evolution fungus that we commonly term the mutamycete. The fabrication method for each bioweapon was to introduce the mutamycete genome to a pre-stage 4 human embryo and perform cultivation in a controlled environment over a period of 38 to 40 weeks. The resultant organisms were referred to as candidate specimens and graded based on usability from the impractical and faulty series A through D to the perfected E series. A common appearance was selected for the bioweapons, that of a roughly 10-year-old girl, to ensure ease of blending in with urban and refugee populations. The first E-series specimen, named Evelyn, has proven capable of secreting the mutamycete bleep from her tissue at will. It is also of note that Evelyn's mutamycete imposes a profound control over body and mind when introduced into a host organism. We still have a lot to learn about the mechanism by which Evelyn achieves and maintains this control, but the working theory is that the vector is similar to the autoinducer pheromones used for quorum sensing in Pseudomonas bacteria. Evelyn's control is exerted in a series of discrete stages, the first of which is hallucination. Almost immediately after infection, the subject begins to see images of Evelyn, though she is not in fact there, and even hear her voice, which is inaudible to anyone else. Auditions with infected subjects throughout the stages of infection reveal that, at first, the Phantom Evelyn appears to be a normal young girl, sometimes desiring companionship or assistance. As time progresses, she begins making more and more extreme demands, including self-mutilation and attacks on other people. Kill her. Kill her. The psychological shock this induces helps to break down the mind's natural barriers to Evelyn's brainwashing effect, and by the time mental control is achieved, the mutamycete infection has progressed throughout the body's cells, so the body bleep. So confidential. Yeah, here we can see it nice and clear because there's no text behind it. That is confidential. And it's backwards confidential on the other side. Evelyn's functions also include the ability to form organisms from mycelia, the fungal filaments. The term organism is used loosely here. Strictly speaking, they are superorganisms formed of countless mycelia. What's important, though, is that they exhibit a strong survival instinct and will defend themselves ferociously with the slightest provocation. Their fungal toughness and remarkable strength give them significant battlefield potential. The researchers have been calling these superorganisms the molded, made of mold and also molded as in shaped. The name has a certain elegance to it. For the treatment of accidental infections, performing bleep on samples of Evelyn's body tissue produces a unique fungicidal serum. Administering the serum to an infected subject will cause the mycelia to calcify, but if the subject's cells are already largely invaded, the serum will be fatal. Since the treatment window is so small, the serum's primary use is therefore disposal of infected subjects rather than a cure. In exploring the serum's potential, we found that subjecting it to bleep would enhance its effects to extreme potency, becoming a compound we now call E-necrotoxin, which bleep in even tiny amounts. What's been interesting to observe in Evelyn's behavior is her obsession with the concept of family. In experiments, we found on multiple occasions that infected subjects were compelled to act as her mother or father, treating her as if she were really their daughter. Why did she settle upon family as the theme for her mental control? This is just speculation, but it could be that she instinctively understands that a family unit is better suited to blending into social groups than a lone girl. On the other hand, well, a sentimental sort might suggest that she's making up for a perceived lack of love in her quarantined upbringing. A parent's love. Hey, item box. We like item boxes. Let's see here. Don't need burner fuel, don't need green herbs. Can probably also put these away. And don't need the magnum ammo because I don't have a magnum. Might as well grab out some handgun ammo. Should also save, shouldn't I? Well, that sure isn't an openable door. Ethan looking straight into a floodlight. Gee, I better keep my flashlight turned on. Ethan looking into a dark corner outside at night. Ah, nah, don't need no flashlight here. Well, we've heard this song before. Sounds like it's coming from those rocks. The singing has stopped. Oh, hi, Evie. Bye, Evie. I don't wanna.
Fuck!
Should probably use this a little bit. We've got plenty of ammo for it. Hee 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 hee. That worked well. Wouldn't have worked nearly as well if the bipedal molded had not been holding the quadrupedal molded back. That was a team effort there. I should put those where I can reach them. We can whip out the knife manually when we see something worth knifing, like these. Kind of annoying we can't choose to equip something that isn't in one of the quick equip slots. But such is life. Turn around, see quadrupedal molded directly in the line of fire. You just open fire. Might as well munch on this herb. Get a little bit of blood off the screen. Oh, so now you don't need your flashlight anymore, Ethan, huh? Just because you can see the sky? Ethan will point his flashlight directly at a floodlight. But if the sky is visible... No, it's not flashlight time. There's two of these big fellas, and one of them's bigger than the other. I don't like bigger fella. Bigger fella down. And since we no longer have remote bombs, might as well just keep our knife available. Oh boy, burner fuel. That would have been just phenomenal for this fight, wouldn't it? Looks like Ethan prioritizes standard first aid meds over strong ones. Which, you know what? I'm cool with that. As long as I don't specifically need a strong one to heal up to full. Oh boy, more burner fuel. Hey, Ethan, you're not under the sky anymore. How about whipping out your flashlight and pointing it at this, huh? Squeezy time. So we get the mine map at the end of the mine when there's literally nothing more for it to add? What a useful map to have here. I feel so vindicated in having picked it up. Are there even any optional rooms? No, this mine is linear. You literally have to have been in every room that it would reveal in order to get this map. And thus reveal all the rooms that you have already revealed. Like, there's plenty of Resident Evil games where they give you a map once you're, like, only 1 or 2 rooms away from done with an area, but this one, we were literally entirely done. Oh, hey, it's a wheelchair. And a good old-fashioned Eevee doll. We've been here before. You think I'm gonna let you get away?
I'm sure of it.
In case we didn't remember that we've been here before.
It's gone. It's gone.
Oh, but we can't go back up. E001. Gee, that means more to us now, doesn't it? I actually really like how they handled this. Like, I don't really care for the ship, but the return to basically where the game started, with everything recontextualized. They handled this part well. I see the hallucination still going on, though. Oh.
This is your fault.
Why am I seeing this?
Yeah, you're just losing your grip on reality is all. Put a little dollhouse in here to block us pulling on that. Put a bed in front of the crawl space that opens.
Ethan, it's okay. It's okay, it's me.
Ethan, look out. She's going to put a screwdriver in your hand.
Kill him, Mommy.
But you shouldn't have done that! It fucking hurts!
Does it want to be my daddy? Then he can die. Now it's Mommy's turn to kill you.
It being Mommy's turn to kill me implies that we have been killed before. Aw, this is still closed.
You're gonna be one of us. And then maybe you'll play nicely.
I'm not playing.
No! Get that away from me!
I don't need
Oh.
your pity.
Did we... I think we actually lost health. Has that bloodstain always been in the top left there? I don't know. This better not be another one of those doors that's bugged. I guess maybe we're just not supposed to go that way. Yeah, we're not supposed to go that way. We're supposed to avoid Chainsaw Mia. Probably go back up here to where we initially tried to escape from. Well, that's weird. Hey there, Evie. How's it going?
Get away!
I don't wanna.
No, you don't! Yay! Get away! Leave me alone! No, no! Away from me! Stop! 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 No! 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 No!
You.
Sorry, Granny.
Why does everyone hate me?
Probably because of all the horrible murders. So we were told that it took 10 minutes for the E-Series specimen to die after injection. Hey, quit it. If only there was a man from the sky who could give us a fancy gun. Okay, that was the scream that Ethan usually does when he dies. I thought I lost. I was gonna be like, wait, I was barely hurt.
I just wanted a family.
I am not able to heal myself right now. Ow. Oh, hey, look, a fancy gun from the sky.
Use it!
Give me that Alberto one. Sounds like it's named after some kind of jerk. God, we didn't even need to use all of it. And there we go. I got ending 2, apparently. I don't know what ending 1 is. Maybe that's for having rescued me yet. Probably is. Either way, this was not canon. But we've seen canon before. Also not canon, this appearance for Chris. No, you're not.
Glad we found you.
The fuck took you guys so long?
I've seen Redfield. He does not look like that.
To be done with this babysitting job. Come home to my loving husband. I miss you. I gotta get back to work. I love you, Ethan. I miss you so much. I'm sending tons of kisses. Bye, baby.
Bye.
You didn't have to throw your phone away. You could just delete the video.
They say that when one door closes, another opens. Well, a door closed tonight. And what a long night it was. But not just for me. Me and I weren't the only victims here. So were the Bakers. It was that thing, Evelyn, who made them that way.
I don't know, Lucas was already messed up.
But now Evelyn's dead. And these guys are here to clean up the mess. I had just come to terms with losing Mia the first time. But now I've lost her again. And the only other door I can see is closed.
Basically coming out and saying, you made the wrong choice, stupid. But that's okay, because I already made the right choice once. I've never seen this ending. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the tanker part of this game. The rest of it's pretty good, though. And, could use more enemy variety. But, like, what else are they gonna do? Because this game has very specific enemies. And, like, what other types of molded would there be? Most Resident Evil games actually don't have all that much enemy variety. They just have zombies in different clothes and with slightly different body types. But they're still the same zombies in the end. Like, Resident Evil 2, it's got lickers, it's got zombies, it's got dogs, it's got G-adults. And that's basically it, right? So, like, it's not that this game had less enemy variety than most Resident Evil games. It's just it had less visual variety between them. Because they're all just different types of molded, instead of being, oh, like, this is a zombie and this is a dog. So, like, yeah, that's basically it. It's just less visual variety in the enemy types. Yeah, it's still a good game. It's not my favorite. And I still am not a huge fan of the ship part, but it's a good game. It's better than RE6. And better than RE6 is exactly what this franchise needed at this point. Of course, the story's not done here. We still gotta play the, not a hero part to see what fake Chris does. It's actually kind of funny that they gave Chris Redfield a new look for this. And it was just so different from Chris Redfield's prior appearances that they just basically for RE8 kind of took him a lot closer back to how he used to look, instead of continuing on with this kind of thinner Chris that we got going on. Like, the Chris Redfield in this game is just a different man. It's not believable that he's the same guy that we saw in Resident Evils 1 through 6. Also, there's no rocket launchers in this game, and that is disappointing. There's like an unlockable rocket pistol or something, if memory serves, but it's not exactly the same thing now, is it? But like, considering this is the first time that we explored a house in the franchise since, like, Code Veronica. It felt nice in terms of bringing back that classic Resident Evil feel. But they gave us a new perspective with first person. And, like, avoiding Jack early on is legitimately stressful in that good sort of way. Marguerite, avoiding her is distinctly less fun in my opinion, but it still works. But yeah, it's a solid Resident Evil experience. Playing it on flat screen is very different from playing it in VR, though. I feel like VR is easier because your bullets just go towards the center of the screen at all times, which is true here, too. But playing in VR, the center of the screen is the center of where your head is facing. So it's much easier to aim quickly and accurately. Like, maybe if I was using a mouse, it would be easier to aim than using my head, but using your head to point at things is easier than using the right analog stick to point at things. And it's also easier to look around at various different things in VR mode, because you can, you know, you can move around. You don't have to finagle your character and your right analog stick to try and look under stuff. You can just move your head to see under stuff. So it's easier to find all those things that they hid without needing to use psychostimulant, because, like, yeah, they loved hiding stuff under planks leaning against the wall. VR, you can just look around those instead of needing to use a psychostimulant to even know there's something there. And yes, Outlander, the RE engine was in fact built for VR support, to the point that every single game that runs in the RE engine can have a very easily added in VR mod, including Monster Hunter Rise. Like, it is... you just use the RE framework mod and then just tick the VR mode box and it works. Now, there's definitely some parts that kind of break visually when you play it in VR, but the fact that they all support VR with just a toggle, yeah, it's a thing. I actually kind of want to play the VR mod for Resident Evil 2 Remake, because there have been people working on that to add in full-on, like, motion controller support to bring in RE4 VR style VR. So, like, you've actually got two hands that you can move around. You can aim your guns manually with a hand instead of needing to use a right analog stick or anything. It's... I've played snippets of it, like, just up to getting the notebook from Elliot, I believe. And the reason that I didn't play much more was because, A, I was biting off a little more than I could chew, just trying to play on harder modes right away, when VR is a very different experience and requires different muscle memory and all that. And there was also the fact that, like, it's a surprisingly heavy game when running it in VR, and you need to get your settings just right to have a balance between it looking nice and it running well. And, like, there were just some parts where the game runs totally fine under most circumstances, but then the moment we get to certain things in cutscenes, the performance just tanks. And stuff like that is problematic. There's a lot of things that needed to be adjusted before I'm willing to actually go back in the RE2 Remake VR. But hopefully they've actually fixed a lot of that by now. It's entirely possible. If it looks like it's in a good enough place to record, I'll do that at some point. Unfortunately, for VR games, I can't exactly do live streams like this. I'd have to record the stuff and then upload the videos, because can't exactly look at chat when my face is inside a VR headset. And if I can't look at chat, there's no reason to do it live, especially because it would enable any number of spam bots and the like to do whatever they want in chat. And, like, I can't respond to chat if I can't look at it, so yeah, there's just no point to doing it live unless I can, like, manage to get a friend to agree to be in my ear with Discord, reading aloud every single live message that happens, and moderating chat for me. And that, like, I'd feel bad if I didn't have to pay a friend for that. So yeah, I think we'll have to, at some point, like, because the only things left for me to do in the Resident Evil franchise are VR mode, the official things, are VR mode for RE8 and RE4 Remake. So, like, those are going to have to wait until I've got time to actually sit down and record instead of stream. I don't know when that'll be. It'll be at some point. But yeah, for now, what we're going to do is we're going to play Not a Hero, the Chris Redfield post-story thing for this game. Because Lucas is still out there. But looking at the time, I think we might actually save that for tomorrow. Because, like, I could get started, but I could only do about 15 minutes of it before I gotta bounce. Dulvey, Louisiana, Sunday, June 25th, 2014. So, Evelyn showed up in 2014, I guess. Makes sense, considering it was January that Lucas had been free and clear for a month. Why is phone vibrating? There was a phone vibrating, but we didn't get to see anyone answer it. And I missed 4 Mr. Everywheres and 3 coins, 2 of which I needed. I also missed a stabilizer. The toy axe that would have been used. I looked it up. It would have been used in the courtyard. There was a shadow plinth that I just completely missed this time around. I remember actually having gotten it when playing this game in VR. Like, as soon as I read about the thing, it's like, oh yeah, you're supposed to use the toy axe to make a 7 in a number. But, yeah, as soon as I read it, I remembered having done it, but I missed it this time. And I missed 1 file. Dang. But whatever. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. I've already downloaded it. But thanks for advertising a thing that I already downloaded. But yeah, anyway, that is going to be it for this stream. I hope you folks enjoyed watching this main game as much as I enjoyed playing. And thanks for dropping by to watch and chat and all that. And I will be back tomorrow when we will play Not a Hero and then maybe also End of Zoe, depending on how much time we've got. See ya then, friends.